Okay, so in this video we're going to look at requests for quotation and how they can be used in conjunction with a questionnaire when going out for quotation for a piece of business. The example that I'm going to use today is perhaps a building project, and we're looking to get some windows perhaps fitted for a new building project. So we're going to go out for quotation for 3 lots, and with those 3 lots we need the suppliers to come around and do a site survey. I mean, for certain things that need quotations, you do need to visit certain sites, particularly construction projects. If you're looking to do a build, an architect needs to come and do a site survey. Perhaps people fitting windows need to come and do a site survey. People looking to quote for the build itself need to come and do a site survey. So we're going to show how you can use a questionnaire in conjunction with the request for quotation to do such a thing. So first of all, I'm going to create an event, and I'm going to create a new event, and I'm going to select a request for quotation. I'm just going to simply leave this as called event 3, and I'm going to put the currency as GBP. And again, just to reiterate, there's a number of different currencies you can use. We put the most common currencies at the top. We're going to leave it at GBP, and we're automatically going to send reminders to suppliers that haven't come back with a quotation. I'm going to leave the, I can choose whatever date I want here, but I'm going to leave it on the 9th at, let's call it 5 PM. And the plan type is reversed, because what we're looking for here is for the lowest price to be better, and that's what the reverse plan type means. It means lower prices are better than higher prices. If I was looking to do a plan type of forward, it might be an instance where I'm looking to sell something perhaps. Our clients have used that to sell scrap, for instance, to scrap dealers, and a higher price is obviously better. But this instance, we're going out for quotation for some windows, so we're looking to get the cheapest price possible. And if I want to, I can put an email address in here to share the results to, but I'm going to leave that blank today. So I'm going to save and continue. And this is where I enable a questionnaire. If I put in a questionnaire by default in the questionnaire library, then it would pull in here, but I haven't done that today. So I'm going to call this site survey, and I'm going to attach no weighting to it, and then I'm going to add a section, and in that section we're going to call it site survey date, and a brief description of what date can the supplier come to site. And I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to add a question to that site survey. So my question is, what date and time can you come to site? And I can put an answer type here of, let's choose a drop down list, so they can only pick one answer from that drop down list. And I'm going to add options in here, so I can say the 6th at 10 AM, add that as an option. I can say the 6th at 10:30 AM. I can add another option, 6th at 11 AM. You know, you get the idea of where we're going here. Or the 8th at 10 AM. So it's up to you really, whoever's creating this request for quotation. You know, what dates can you actually, what dates and times can you actually accommodate the supplier to come to site? So you can add as many options in there as you like. And what we do here is, because we don't want suppliers turning up at the same time for this site survey, we can say remove chosen options from the subsequent selection. This means that if supplier 1 comes in and takes the 6th at 10 AM, then that will be taken away from the other suppliers. They can't choose the same time. So that's why we put that option in there. So that means each supplier will be able to take 1 slot. And we say the answer is required, and then we add that. So there we go. We've got our 1 question in our questionnaire that we want answered. what day they're going to come and do a site survey. So let's carry on with save and continue. Actually, I'll just go back into that and just edit that. If you remember, we actually put, I think, the 9th as the deadline for this particular event. We'll check that at the end. But obviously make sure that these dates are before the deadline of the event deadline itself. So then we go to save and continue. And we add our lots. So we're going to put lot 1. I need 5 of these windows. Each. Current price, no idea how much windows are, let's put £500. Qualification price £500. Choose a file. So there's my lot 1 specification. That's what the window size is. I want UPVC, whatever it may be on that specification, you can attach it here as a document. And I'm going to add lot 2. I need 5 of those. Each, let's say these are 600, these ones, again, no idea how much windows cost. And I'm going to look at specification 2, and then I'm going to add a 3rd lot, and these can be 550, unit of measure, each. Current price, well, no, I don't want 550 quantity, I want 10. 550 is the price, excuse me. And then choose files, lot 3 spec. So there's my 3 lots created. So I want 5 of these windows, 5 of those windows, and 10 of those windows. And the supplier will be able to bid on each one of those. I go to next. This is where you can add variables, so you can add variables like lead time or payment terms. I'm not going to do that today for the sake of simplicity. I'm just going to have my one questionnaire with my request for quotation, and that's because of basing this purely on price now. It means that the weighting is purely price. If I was to add lead time in here, I could add the weighting onto lead time or payment terms. I could add some weighting onto payment terms. This means that the sole decision making for this request for quotation, as far as procurement power is concerned, it's only going to be based on price. I can change that if I want to, but for this demonstration it's purely price. Save and continue. These are the documents that I want to draw into this RFQ, so my terms and conditions. That happens by default, and you can see the document library training to see why that happens. And then I need to add my suppliers. You may see in earlier training that we add suppliers to groups, so I'm going to add my group for my Windows suppliers here, and I've got 3 suppliers that can supply Windows apparently. So what will happen is I click next, and I can schedule my event. At the point as I schedule this event, those 3 suppliers will be sent an email to say log on to Procurement Pal, you've got a request for quotation to fill in, and it will ask them the questionnaire of what date they're going to come and do the site survey, so you can expect them on that date. And after they've done the site survey, they can go through back into Procurement Pal and put in their quotation for the 3 lots, and we'll get a price comparison in Procurement Pal itself from those 3 suppliers. Again, all your information with those suppliers is in one central location. Any messaging, any documents exchange is all in one place, so everyone has a level playing field, and it's a completely auditable and traceable process. If there's any other questions about this particular video, please email dan@procurementpal.com. I'll just schedule that event just to show you what happens there. And they've all been invited, and we're waiting their response. Thank you.